Morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good
Morning po.
morning po.
Good morning po.
Yes, hi. Okay. Okay, I think someone else is trying. So anyway, good afternoon, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon to everyone who's here. Hi, hello, yes. Good morning, good afternoon. So anyway, hi again. So this is our second meeting for this week. So we'll just simply continue with our basic English language 101 training that we started last Wednesday. Yes, last Wednesday. So we'll just simply continue there. But before we go ahead, and continue the different parts of the grammar, we'll have some with pronunciation for today as well. Okay, reading activities. Okay, let's just have some sort of review. Okay, let's just have some sort of review with some of the grammar points that we have discussed, or at least it was that was mentioned yesterday. Okay, so it's not going to be a difficult type of review. So we'll just be simply going off with some of the main points, okay, that we were able to go through last Wednesday. So last Wednesday, we've had different parts of the grammar that we were able to go through. So we've had nouns, we've had pronouns. Okay. Now for the pronoun itself, right? That's the first thing that we were able to mention last Wednesday. So we have the different factors on how we can decide what specific pronouns are we going to use. So depending on the gender and the number, right, of the person who we are talking to, or who we are talking about, or who we are referring to when we are speaking. So remember, we've had the first person, second person, and third person pronouns, right? Can you give at least a few first person pronouns that we can use, and what second person or third person, so that we can see if we can still differentiate what are the first person pronoun, second person pronoun, and third person pronoun as well. Can you please provide any first person pronoun that you can still remember? Let me hear it from a random person. Let me hear it from Mary Ann Labay. Mary Ann? Do we have Mary Ann? Or is she on mute? Mary Ann, are you here?
Hi, Coach. I'm sorry,
Hi.
I'm traveling from Manila to Cavite.
Oh, go on. Have a safe trip then while you're listening here. Okay, okay, that's fine then. If you are on your travel right now, okay, so just make sure to listen as well if ever, or if you have questions, you can send it. Let me ask another person then. How about for you, Fab? Anything that you remember for the first person type of pronoun?
Hello, can you hear me po?
Yes, I can.
Okay. For the first person pronoun, singular, we can use I, and for plural, we can use we.
Very good. That's right. Yes, because for the first person pronoun, right? It refers. You are going to use that when you are referring to yourself, and you're referring to the speaker or the writer themselves, right? So first person point of view. So we're using I, we, just like what Fab has mentioned, and other forms of first person pronoun as well, depending on the usage. So we have me, my, mine, or, ours, us, right? Very good. Now, what about if it's going to be for the second person pronoun? What are the second person type of pronoun that we are using? Jonalyn? Jonalyn. What are the second person pronouns that we are going to use? So for second person, right? We are going to use that if we are referring to the reader, okay, or to the person that we are actually speaking to, okay, to the intended audience. So that's when we are going to use what we call the second person pronouns. So what are the second person pronouns that we have? Okay, yes, Estrelita is correct. So we have you, right? You, your, yours. So depending on the usage. Okay, very good. That's right. What about if it's going to be for the third person pronoun? So for the third person pronoun, we are going to use this, right? If it's not referring to the speaker or we're not referring to the person that we are talking to or to the reader, it means that we are referring to other people, right? Who's not the speaker or the reader or the writer. So what are the third person pronouns that we do have? He, she, that's right, that's correct. So he, she, him, his, it, that's correct. Yes, it as well. They, them, their, very good. That's correct. So we have these third person pronouns as well. So we have differences of the pronouns that we are going to use depending on the usage, depending on who are we actually referring to, right? Good job. Okay, so we have that. We also have mentioned about verbs, right? About the present tense, past tense type of verbs, and also the different auxiliary verbs. Okay, the am, is, are, was, were, have, has, does, did. Okay, so we have those type of information in relation to the verbs as well. Also, we have the different articles, the articles the, a, and. So when are we going to use the article the or the article the? The article and an as well. So there. When are we going to use again the article an? If we're going to use the article an, when are we going to use that? What's the usage of the article an? For article an, when are we going to use it? Let me ask Princess.
Hello.
Hi.
Uh, if the word before the an is vowels, starting with the vowel sound.
Mm-hmm. Before or after?
Before. I
Before.
mean the word an and then
Mm-mm.
the verb or the
Okay.
noun that is used to
Mm.
be.
Very good. That's right. That's correct. Okay, so we are going to use the article and if the word that's going after it would start with a sound of vowel, right? So we're not going to check with the spelling itself, but what we are going to check is the sound, right? The first sound that we are going to hear. Is it going to start with a vowel sound? Is it going to start with a consonant sound? So Princess is correct, right? That if it would start with a vowel sound, so we're going to use the article an. And of course, likewise, since we're going to use article and if it starts with a vowel sound, so the article a will be used if it starts with a consonant sound instead. Okay, good job. Okay, and just to add up as well for those two articles, the articles a and an. So we are going to use that if we're referring to a noun, but the noun that we are referring to is not a specific person, place, object, or idea. So it can be any noun from a group of nouns. Okay, so there. Well, we have the article the as well. So for the article the, it's what we are using if it's referring directly to a specific noun or group of nouns. So we also have the different prepositions, right, that we have mentioned, especially for the prepositions at, on, in, for the preposition of place. So when are we going to use our preposition at, on, and in? Let's see if you still remember when are we going to use this. So if, for example, okay, if, for example, the sentence is, I'll type it here as well so that you'll be able to see it. So the posters, okay, wait, there. Okay, for example, this is the sentence. So the posters were hang blank the wall. Are we going to use article at, on, or in? The posters were hang blank the wall. At, on, or in? On. Very good. That's right. Since we are pertaining to a surface. Good job. Now, what if, for example, the sentence is, okay, so here, her house is blank Macquarie Avenue. Are we going to use article at? Are we going to use article on? Are we going to use article in? Her house is blank Macquarie Avenue. What are we going to use? At. Are we going to use the preposition at for that? When do we use preposition in? Anyone who would answer on? Just so we have the three options. Are we going to use at, on, or in? Okay. So again, what are the differences that we have if it's going to be for article at, on, or in? Let me repeat. Sure. The sentence is that her house is blank Macquarie Avenue. I'll place it here again. There. So her house is blank Macquarie Avenue. Are we using article at? Are we using article on? Are we using article in? Earlier, there were a lot of at, and then now we have a combination of on and in. Where, when, what preposition are we going to use? At, on, in. So we have different answers regarding this one. Okay. So when are we going to use these articles? So for this one, it's actually going to be the preposition on. Okay, the preposition on. Why? Why are we going to use the preposition on? Because for the preposition on, right, apart from it pertaining to surfaces, okay, we are also going to use the preposition on if we are referring to designated names of streets, avenues, okay, cities. That's right. Okay. So if it's going to be that particular if we are referring to a particular city, street, avenue, okay, not specifically the exact address with the number and all, we are going to use the article on for that. Okay, good job. Now, what about this one? She lives blank the Philippines. Are we going to use at, on, in? She lives blank Philippines. In. Everyone is answering in. That's right. Okay, we are going to use the article in. So the article in, right? We're going to use that for land areas, for example, towns, counties, states, countries, continents. So we're going to use the article in for that. So apart from spaces, lines as well. Good job. What about for this one? Okay, there. The number is blank at the bottom of the page. Are we using at? Are we using on? Are we using in? So the number is blank the bottom of the page. Everyone is saying at. Okay, that's right. That's correct. Okay, so we are going to use the preposition at since we are referring to the point of a place or a location. So we are going to use article at for that. Good job. Okay, so apart from that, so we also use article at if we are referring to a specific address, right? If there's a number, like for example, John lives at 525 blah blah road, blah 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 street. Okay, so there, if there's if it's going to be the exact address, okay, of a specific place. So there, very good. Okay, so we have these articles at, on, in, when are we going to use them? Okay, and yes, of course, we also have the comparatives and superlatives, right? If we are comparing different people, objects, things. So we are going to use different comparatives and superlatives as a form of the adjective, right? So if you are comparing two or more, so for comparing just two nouns, it's going to be the comparative type of adjective. But if we are comparing two or more, okay, more than two nouns, so it's going to be the superlative section instead. Okay, so there. And I believe we actually stopped with the subject verb agreement. So let me go through that again. So hopefully you guys were able to have your introduction sent out for those who are required to send their introduction. Okay, and you were able to have you were able to film it smoothly and were able to provide your introduction properly as well. So, but anyway, so moving on. So we have here our subject verb agreement. Okay, so for our subject verb agreement, so again, this is going to be the agreement in grammar that is used to denote relationship between the subject and its verb. Okay, the pronoun and its antecedent as well. So one of the subject verb agreement that we have mentioned is in regards with the singular usage of the subject equals singular usage of the verb as well. And likewise, if we have a plural subject, so the verb that we should have should be a plural verb as well, right? So for example, so the system prints the checks, the customer is waiting for you. We review a lot of documents, tickets are updated hourly. And again, for our verbs, right? So it's going to be the opposite of the noun, that for nouns, if it's plural, so we add s or es. But if it's going to be for verbs, right? The singular one is the one with s or es, okay, while the plural one is the one without. Like for example, for the verb do, right? The verb do, that's going to be the plural form, while the does, the does, is going to be the singular form of that particular verb. So she does her assignments, right? We don't say she do her assignments because that's going to be grammatically incorrect. Okay, so there. So let's just be conscious that if it's going to be a singular subject, of course, the verb that we should be having as well is also a singular verb. And likewise for the plural subject, so we should also have the plural form of the verb. Okay, so there. And we also have the verb tenses, but just the simple verb tenses. The present tense, past tense, and the future tense as well. So we did not really include that much the past participle yet. Okay. So again, for the verb tenses, especially if we are using it in a particular sentence. So if it's going to be within the same time, okay, if the different verbs are occurring on the same time, so our tenses should be consistent as well. So if, for example, the time frame for all actions within a particular sentence is during the past or it has already happened, so all the tenses of our verbs should be in a past tense as well. Okay, and likewise, if, for example, all actions are being done during the present time or is currently being done, so all our verb tenses should also be in the present form of tense. So we cannot combine past tense, present tense together if they're just if they're going to be within the same time frame. Okay, because if we do, so that's going to be very confusing, not just for you, but for the receiver as well. Okay, but of course, it's not always going to be that particular scenario. Okay, so just like what the example that we've had here. So all these particular scenarios has already happened. So we have here the verb explained, and we also have here the verb needs. Okay, so since they have already happened in the past, so this should be, I explained to the customer that the invoice needed, okay, the approval of his manager. So likewise for the second sentence, so the system did not show. So again, for the verb did, if we are going to use the verb did, so the following action should be on a present tense instead, since this is already a past tense. Okay, so there. So it cannot be did not shown, okay, or did not showed. Okay, so it should be did not show that the manager approved his expenses. Okay, but of course, it's not always going to be the rule that we do not shift from one tense to another. Okay, so we only don't shift from one tense to another if the time frame again is going to be the same. If they have all happened already, so all the tenses should be in the past tense. If they are currently happening, so they should all be in the past form of tense. But if the particular scenario or the particular words that we have, the verbs that we have, okay, has a different or has a change in time from one action or state to another, so shift tenses would happen. For example, let me just stop sharing my screen first so that I can share my notepad so that I can write. Oh, wait up. There. Okay. For example, this particular sentence. So I will call the customer to let him know there. Okay, so if you have found something, right, and you're going to inform the customer about it, so this is going to be a sort of a confusing form of sentence that it will state, I will call the customer to let him know what I will find out about the invoice, right? So it does not sound good. The first things first, it does not sound good, right? And it's going to be confusing as well in regards with the time frame that's actually happening and with the form of information that they would like to say. So for this one, it should be, or the revised information that we can follow through would be, I will call. Very good, that's right. So I will call the customer to let him know what I found. Good job. Okay, what I found out about the evidence, about the invoice. Evidence, where did the evidence come from? About the invoice. Okay, good job. Okay, so it should be, I will call the customer to let him know what I found out about the invoice. So here you will see that we have a future form of tense, which is the will call, right? So it's something that will happen or that has not happened yet. And we also have here the form of tense found, which is going to be the past tense, right? So we can, of course, have a shift on the tense only if there is a change in time from one action to another. Okay, because if there are no changes or there are no shift on the time, okay, depend with the action, so that's the time that we should not have any shift on the tenses, just like the previous example that we had earlier. Okay, okay. So there. So that's something that we should be following or that we should be conscious about whenever we are using forms of verbs, because this is really one of the common errors that's happening is in regards with the tense usage. Okay, when to use the past tense, when to use the present tense. Okay, sometimes they just simply exist altogether. Okay, when it should not be the rule that we should be following. Okay, so there. Now, apart from that, of course, for our verbs, sorry, wait up. Okay, or for the subject verb agreement that we do have, okay, so we also have what we call indefinite pronouns. Okay, so for indefinite pronouns, we have the singular form, plural form as well, or we have the singular or plural form. For example, what I'm referring to for the indefinite pronouns, so we have any, anybody, okay, anyone. Indefinite meaning it does not have its specific gender, right? Unlike with the he, she, I, you, so it's going to be the definite form of pronoun. So if it's indefinite, so here any, anybody, anyone, anything, everybody, everyone, everything. What else? Neither, nobody, no one, nothing. Okay, somebody, someone, there. Okay, we also have the plural form for that, which is going to be the both, few, many, others, several. Okay, there. And then for the singular or plural, so we have here the none, enough, okay, some, all, most as well. Okay, but we'll get to discuss more about that later on. And just an additional tip again in regards with the usage, since we're talking about pronouns, with the usage of you and I, right? Since we have mentioned about it before. So for the pronoun you, so again, for the pronoun you, it will always take a plural verb. Okay, so whenever we are going to use the pronoun you, so it always will follow. Okay, it will always have a plural verb after it. So for example, you are, right? We're not going to say you is. Though, even though at times, of course, the person that we are pertaining to is just a single person. Okay, technically, it's just one. Okay, so of course, we know that it's going to be singular, right? But if we are going to use the pronoun you, okay, so it should always take a plural verb, even if it acts as a singular or a plural noun, it will always be following with a plural verb. Okay, and for the pronoun I, so for the pronoun I, it's always a singular pronoun, but will also take plural verb. Okay, so the singular verbs that go with the pronoun I are am and was. Okay, so I am, I was, so we don't say I were or I are, right? So it's always going to be following up with a singular pronoun for that. So I am, I was. Okay, so they're just for the usage of the pronoun you and I. Okay, because sometimes there are confusion as well if we're going to use the singular verb. Are we going to use the plural verb? Okay, in regards with you and I, especially with the pronoun you. Okay, since of course we know that we're just simply pertaining to a single person most of the time, right? So are we going to use the single form of verb or not? So it's always going to be the plural form of verb if it's going to be for the pronoun you. Okay, okay. So there. And this is something that I forgot to mention about adjectives last session. Okay, in regards with the modifiers for adjectives, whenever we are describing nouns or pronouns, remember we have different forms of adjectives. Like for example, we have the age, we have the size, we have the color, right? So we have those type of adjectives. So for example, for this particular sentence, wait. There. And then I'll be providing different adjectives. So these are the adjectives that we will have to describe the word car. And then let's see, okay, what is going to be the order for the adjectives? Because we have a specific order for the adjectives, right? First, let's see. Green. We also have big. We also have anti-car, French, old, beautiful. So here. Okay, so we have green, big, antique, French, old, beautiful for us to be able to describe this car. Now, what is the order that we are going to follow? Okay, for us to be able to provide this particular adjectives because we have a specific order. Okay, order of adjectives whenever we are going to describe a noun or a pronoun. We have a particular order that we follow for that. So the order that we actually follow for this is going to be, first off, we have the opinion or quality. That will be followed by dimension. Dimension meaning going to be the, if it's round, if it's square, for example. Okay, so there, followed by age, followed by size, and we'll follow it up with color, origin, and we have the material lastly. Okay, so if we're going to have it, it's the O, Q, D, A, S, C, O, M. So OQ DASCOM. There. Okay, so that's the order of adjectives that we do have. But of course, there will be times that it's not going to become complete. It's not required that all of these particular adjectives will be provided, right, for a specific noun or pronoun. So this is the order that we that is going to be followed for the adjective. So we cannot just simply say, "Oh, I love that green, big." Okay, green, big, round, ancient. Okay, without any specific order. So this order is what should be followed, the OQ DASCOM. Okay, so opinion or quality first, followed by dimension, followed by age, followed by size, followed by color, followed by origin, and then lastly will be followed up by the material. Okay, so there. So for this example that we do have, so I love that blank, blank, blank for these adjectives. Okay, car that is always parked at the end of the street. What will be the order that we will be following? What is the first adjective that we will be providing? What is the first adjective that we should have? Okay, from this list. So green, big, antique, French, old, beautiful. Beautiful, very good. So we'll have beautiful first. Okay, beautiful. That's right. So this is the first one. What will follow up with beautiful? Beautiful is an opinion or quality, right? So there. What will be the next one? So beautiful is out. There. After beautiful, what's next? Oh, we have different answers. What's going to be next? Okay, we have big, we have old for the answer. So it's just either big or old. What's next? We have dimension, right? Though, do we have a dimension here? What do we mean by dimension? For example, for dimension, round, okay, or a square type of dimension. Sorry, wait up. Okay, what do we mean by dimension? So it's going to be the a measurable extent, okay, of some kind. Okay, so for example, for dimensions, the width, the depth, the height. Okay, so that's what we mean by dimension. Do we have a dimension here? We actually don't. Okay, we don't have a specific dimension here. That's right, there's none. So yeah, so what will be the next one? We have age. Okay, so if there's no dimension, of course we skip it. Okay, it's not required that all of these adjectives will be provided. What will be the next one? Age. Do we have an age option here? Yes, we do, which is the old one. Very good. So we follow it up with old. Okay, so we follow it up with old. So beautiful, old. Next, size. Do we have a size? Okay, very good. Big. There. So beautiful, old, big. And the next, color. Do we have a color? Okay, good. We have green. So beautiful, old, big, green. And then after color, we have origin. Do we have an origin? Oh, what is an origin? So between these two. Very good. We have French. Okay, so that's right. So beautiful, old, big, green, French. And lastly, the material, which is going to be antique, since it's the only one that we have left. So here on the adjective that we will have, so it's going to be, I love that beautiful, old, big, green, French antique car. Okay, that's always parked at the end of the street. There. Okay. So we should always follow this specific order, okay, of the adjectives. So ok, dascom. Okay, opinion or quality first. Dimension, age, size, color, origin, and material for the last order. Okay, whenever we are going to describe nouns or pronouns, so this is always the order that should be followed. Okay. So there. Okay, there. So that was something that I failed to mention last time. But anyway, so there. So make sure to always follow that particular order. Okay, because we have this order that we should be using. Okay. Now, for now, okay, those are just some of the grammar options that the grammar topics that we do have. We will actually have more. We will actually have more grammar discussion. Okay, but we'll have them for the next session instead. And apart from that, additional pronunciation as well. Now, for now, okay, what we will be doing instead is to start off with pronunciation, or at least have some reading practice. Okay, to not just practice our pronunciation, but of course our speaking English manner as well. Okay, including the accent, okay, pronunciation, enunciation, okay, and articulation that we do have. Okay, so for our accent, okay, so accent, so in linguistics, so accent is a manner of pronunciation, right? So depending on the location that they have, depending on the nation. So we do know that there are different accents. There's an English accent, there's a British accent, there's actually a Filipino accent as well, right? In terms of the English pronunciation. So for the accent itself, that's going to be a combination of three components, which is the intonation, license, pronunciation as well. So we'll have some lip exercises, okay, for us to be able to improve our articulation, because lip exercises will help us to condition our speech muscles so that it's not going to be difficult for us to pronounce some words, to read some phrases, to read some sentences. So these are some of the lip exercises that we commonly do so that we can loosen our lazy lips. Okay, so that it will help us to easily pronounce a specific word or say a specific word. Okay, wait up. Let me put it here as well so that everyone will be able to see it. Okay. So here. So first, speech muscle conditioning that we have. Okay. So whenever we do lip exercises, right? You cannot be like shy or demure whenever you're doing your lip exercises. So it's always better if you can actually exaggerate your lip movement. So for example, so be, me. Okay, so you're really opening up your mouth so that you'll be able to properly pronounce a specific word, and you can properly loosen up your mouth and your lips as well. So be, me, be, me, be, me, and then repeat it repeatedly. Okay, let's have someone do this one. Okay, if you can read this for 3 times, so the be, me, so that you'll be able to listen your lips as well before I have you guys read some particular paragraphs, some phrases, some words as well. Okay. Let me have Torch. Torch, can you please do this particular lip exercise?
Yes. That's be me, be me, be me, be me.
Okay, that's quite the mirror. Be me, be me. Can you try to exaggerate reading this particular words as well?
Like extending the jaw.
Yes.
Okay. That's be me, be me, be me, be me.
Okay, very good. You see, there's a minute difference, right? If you are extending your jaw, or if you're just simply reading be, me, be, me, the tone itself is also different. Okay, so try to exaggerate with this one. Let's try this next one as well. Thank you very much for that, George. Okay, next one. Can you please read this out? So, bo, po, bo, po. Okay, try to exaggerate your jaws, your mouth, your lips, your everything. Let me have Joyce. Joyce Ann. Joyce, are we here? No. Are you in mute? Okay, let me ask someone else then. How about Krisha Jane?
Hello po.
Hi. This one.
Bo-po, 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 bo-po.
Okay, can you try to exaggerate more your lip movements, extend more or open up more the letter O?
Bo, bo-po, 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 bo-po.
Very good. That's right. Okay, so there. Okay, thank you for that, Krisha. Good job. Okay, let's have this one as well. Okay, let me ask. Let me see. Let me have Liza Jade for this one. So bro, 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 bro. Liza.
Vro, 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 vro.
Okay, thank you. Can you try to repeat again with a more exaggerated way of saying it?
Vro, 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 vro.
Okay, good job. Okay, so bro, bro. Okay, let's have this one as well. Sorry. Here. So we, woo, wah, whoa. Okay, let's have someone do this. Chari, if I pronounce it right. Yes, you're unmuted, but I'm not hearing anything. Chari?
How about this, mom?
There.
Coach. We, wo, wa, wo.
Okay, can you repeat it one more time?
We, wo, wa, wo.
Very good. Yes, that's right. So we, woo, Wa. Okay, let's have this another lip exercise so that you'll be able to loosen your lips as well. For those that I'm not calling, or you try it on your own as well. No one will hear you anyway. Okay, let me hear it as well from Mary Ann Labay. Mary Ann. Do we have Mary Ann? No. Oh, Mary Ann. Hi.
Hello. Blee, bee, bee, blee, bee, bee.
Okay, can you repeat it one more time?
Blee, bee, 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 bee.
Okay, yeah. So blee, bee, key, blee. Okay, very good. Thank you. Okay, what about this one? Last for the lip exercise that you have. Let me hear it from, so it's flack, mac, flack, mac. Let me hear it from Nicola.
Hi, Coach.
Hi.
Plaque, Mac, plaque, Mac.
Good. Can you try it one more time?
Flag, Mac, flag, Mac.
Very good. Okay, so yeah, so these particular exercises can actually help you to, of course, again, condition your speech muscle so that it's easier, right, for you to be able to read something, to say something. Okay, good job. Okay, we actually have a lot of more um, we actually do a lot of more this type of lip exercises, but these are just some of it. Okay, so you can actually make your own. For example, I, O, or A, E, I, O, U, right? So your vowels as well. Okay, they're very good. Okay, now let's try to have some reading exercises. Okay, wait. Let me just get my words for you guys. Because there are some words that are commonly mispronounced, especially with how Filipinos actually pronounce it. So let's see. How do we read some of these words? I'll be providing some words for you guys. Wait up. Okay, and then I'll ask someone to read all of the words that will be provided. Okay, so here, so we have these words right here. Okay, I'll have someone read all of it. Okay, like all in one go. So we have pronunciation, multiple, distribute, hour, very, individual, and then third. Okay, so let's have someone read all of this. Let me ask Roslyn.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Okay. Pronunciation, multiple, distribute, hour, very, individual, third.
Okay, good. There are some words that are not that are actually pronounced together, but good so far. How about you? Can you please read out these words? Shen. Shen. Do we have Shen? No. Okay. Let me ask Siri.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi. Yes. So that will be pronunciation, multiple, distribute, hour, bury, individual, third.
Very good. That's right. Okay. So pronunciation, multiple, distribute, hour. Okay. So it's going to be hour, very, individual, and then third. Okay. Good job. How about these set of words? Okay, I have these other set of words that I would like you guys to read. Let me ask. Dana. Dana.
Yes po. Clarify, modify, notify, strawberry, inventory, organization, confirm.
Okay, good, good. There are just some words in regards with the stress of the word, but we'll go through that later on. Let me ask as well, can you please read these set of words? Mageline, if I pronounce it right, correct me if I'm wrong though.
Hello, good afternoon. Yep,
Hi.
that's right.
Perfect.
Okay. So that's clarify, modify, notify, strawberry, inventory, organization, confirm.
Okay, good. So yes, that's right. So we have clarify, we have modify. Okay, so it's not modify. Okay, because sometimes some actually read it like that because it's letter O, right? So some read it as modify. So it should be modify, notify as well. Strawberry. Okay, it's not strawberry, right? So it should be strawberry. Inventory, organization, and confirm. Okay, it's not confirm. Should be confirm. Okay, so there, very good. Let's have these other set of words. Okay, so kindly read this out as well. Let me hear it from Kate Paula. Kate.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Yes, so it's beautiful, contribute, trainer, various, courteous. Courteous, I mean.
Okay, good so far. But what about for you? Oh, that's fine, no worries. How about for you, Frizel? Frizel, if I have it right?
Result po.
There, Frizel. Frizel.
Beautiful, contribute, trainer, various, courteous.
Very good. That's right. So we have beautiful. Okay. Contribute, trainer, because sometimes others pronounce it as trainer. Okay, so it should be trainer, various, and then courteous. Okay, so it should be courteous, not courteous. Okay, if we say courteous, that's going to be very local accent, very Filipino on how we are going to pronounce it. So it should be courteous. Okay, so there. So these are just some of the common mispronounced words, especially with how Filipinos actually pronounce it. Since, of course, again, we have already adapted our own Filipino accent, right? So here, there, okay, so beautiful, contribute, trainer, varies, and courteous. Okay, we also have some here. Let me provide this as well. Okay, for the last set of words that can be pronounced. Okay, so here, can you please read this one? Read this set of words as well. Let me ask, Liza. Liza, are we here? Okay, no, there's none. Okay, how about Joyce again? Are you already available? Are you already okay? For
Yes,
Joyce?
Coach.
Oh, there. Hi.
Hi. Profile. Example. I don't know how to read that.
That's okay. Go ahead.
Eligible, forwarded, associate, referral.
Okay, good for some of the words, but we'll go through that later on. Thank you very much, Joyce. Oh, okay, that's noted, Liza. How about for you? Can you please read this one as well? Michelle.
Hello.
Hi.
Good afternoon, Coach.
Good afternoon.
Profile, scars, example, eligible, forwarded, associate, referral.
Okay, good. Very good. So yes. Okay, so we have profile. Okay, not profile. Okay, it should be profile and then scars. So sometimes it gets pronounced as scarce. Okay, so it should be scars. We also have example. Okay. We also have eligible there for warded. We have associate. We have referral. Because for associate, just like with court choose, just like with court use earlier, it gets most pronounced with court choose, right? So associate sometimes gets pronounced as well as associate or associate. So it should be associate. Okay. So for warded, associate, and then referral. Okay. So these are just some of the commonly mispronounced, or rather not really mispronounced, but on how we actually read it or pronounce it is with a Filipino accent instead. So there. Okay. And okay, so let's be wary of that. Especially we'll have phonetics later on. Okay, so we'll also have phonetics later on. Now, let me just stop sharing for a moment. Let me just pull up a script. Okay, because we have here one long script. Okay, that you guys can actually practice on. Okay, wait up. Let me share my screen again. Okay, so here, hopefully you guys can see this already. So we have this one, we have one long script, okay, that you guys can actually practice on. That's of course related to customer service already. Okay, so here, so hi, what is your name? Here from lead management expert. So we received your request to get on a call with my manager. We just got an opening. Are you available to get on a call with her sometime tomorrow morning or afternoon? You requested information on how we can help you out managing your leads and day-to-day tasks. If they say no, okay, well, thank you for taking my call. If you remembered why you signed up, you can always reach me at this number. Have a great day. If they say yes, great. Do you prefer from 9 a.m. or 4 p.m.? Okay, so there. So we have this one script. We have more actually, but we'll go through that later on that you guys can actually practice. And if you will see here, right? So we have different punctuation marks as well. So we have the punctuation marks, we have the period, we have the commas, we have the question mark, we have the exclamation point. Okay, so it's always effective whenever we are providing scripts, whenever we are reading scripts, whenever we are talking to someone, of course, is to not have a monotonous, okay, don't have a monotonous way of speaking to others. Because if it's monotonous, for example, hi, here from lead management experts. We received a request to get on a call with my manager. We just got an opening. Are you available to get on a call with her sometime tomorrow morning or afternoon? Okay, if it's monotonous, the information that you would like to come across would not be 100% understood, especially if there are questions that you are asking, okay? Because it would also affect the person that you are talking to if you have a monotonous way of speaking to them. So they might feel like you don't want talking to them, okay? Or you're not, if for example, you're assisting someone and you have a monotonous way of speaking, okay, they might feel like you don't want to assist them, you don't want to help them. Okay, so it's always better, okay, if we can insert some emotion, okay, and feelings as well on how we are actually talking to someone. And of course, with the different punctuation marks to actually follow through with those punctuation marks. So if there's a period, so we can stop for a second, right, before we continue with the next sentence if there's a comma. So very short pause as well, to indicate that this is another thought that I am actually sharing to you. If there's a question mark, so of course our the ending of our tone should be upwards to indicate that this is a question, right? So are you available to get on a call with her sometime tomorrow morning or afternoon? Okay, so it should be upwards, right, to indicate that it is actually a question. Because sometimes it's going to be confusing. Like, are you asking a question or are you stating something, right? Depending on the tone that we actually have. And if there's an exclamation point, right, to express that particular word as well. So great. Okay, not great, right? So there's a difference if you say great, great, right? So let's insert the or let's act out or let's voice out as well these type of punctuation marks whenever we are actually talking to someone or whenever we are reading something. Because if apart from us having the monotonous tone and might affect whoever we are talking to, okay, if we don't follow through these punctuation marks as well, so it would be very obvious that you're actually reading something or you have memorized the information. Okay, because it follows through that, oh, she's just speaking continuously. So it would be obvious, okay, if you're reading something, okay, if you have memorized this information, okay, so even though technically you are actually reading something, try to have a conversational form of tone as well, or conversational way of speaking, okay, or try to insert some minute words, okay, that's not part of the script, so that it would not be entirely, okay, reading everything. Okay, so there. So I'll have you guys practice, okay, this particular script. Okay, so you can put any name here. For example, hi, Mark. Okay. Larry here from Lead Management Experts. Okay, so there. So I'll have you guys go through this. Okay, I'll be the one who's going to be the person that you're speaking to as well. Okay, I'll give you a few minutes, at least 5 minutes to read this on your own. And then I'll randomly call someone, okay, to actually go through this particular script. Okay, what time is it? 5:06. I'll give you at least 5 minutes, okay, to go through this on your own, to read it on your own. Okay, and then afterwards, I'll call someone, okay, to actually go through it with me. Okay, have you guys do it up until 5:10 or 5:11? Okay, 5 minutes. 5 minutes up. Okay, let's have someone. Okay, actually go through this. Okay, for example, I'm the one that you're talking to. Okay, for example, I'm the one that you're talking to. So, hi, my name, and then your name. Okay, so there. Anyone who would like to try, or if not, I'll just call someone. Let me ask. Wait, let me see. How about Roslyn? If I pronounce it right.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Okay. Hi, L'Oreal. Rose here from Lead Management Experts. We received your request to get on a call with my manager. We just got an opening. Are you available to get on a call with her sometime tomorrow morning or afternoon?
Yes, I think so.
You requested information on how we can help you at managing your leads in day-to-day tasks.
No.
Okay, well, thank you for taking my call. If you remembered why you signed up, you can always reach me at this number. Have a great day.
Okay, thank you for that, Roslyn. So first off, good job so far. Okay, it's just that again, just like what we have mentioned earlier, right? So we have the punctuation marks here. Okay, so you can breathe. It feels like you're not breathing earlier. You're just continuing off with your words. Okay, so you can breathe. Okay, for these type of concerns, you don't need to speak very fast because sometimes if you're speaking okay very fast, your caller might not be able to understand you. Okay, and they might feel like, my gosh, this person is in a hurry. Okay, so try to breathe. Okay, if there's a period, you stop for a moment. Okay, so hi, Roslyn. Larry here from Lead Management Experts. We received your request to get on a call with my manager, and we just got an opening for that. Are you available to get on a call with her sometime tomorrow morning or afternoon? Okay, try to pace yourself just a normal pacing. Okay, though at times, especially if, for example, it's your first time talking to that person, so you might be nervous, right? And nervousness really um, tends you to fasten your speaking, okay, your speaking pace, okay, but there. So try to breathe. That's why we have the punctuation marks here for you to stop, for you to pause, okay. If there's a comma, so try to pause for a moment, for a very short second, okay, so that you can go through the next phrase, okay, on that particular sentence. If there's a period, you stop. Okay, there you stop if there's a period. Okay, don't be in a hurry. Okay, and um, for this type, just a tip, I'm not sure because most of the time it helps. So hopefully it would help you guys as well. So just a tip. So especially if you're just speaking on the phone, okay, or if you cannot, or if you're not seeing the other person, and especially for these type of, if it's going to be for customer service, right? So of course, or at least we are assisting someone. So of course, if we're talking to someone, they need our assistance and we're going to help them for that. um, it's always better if you smile while you are speaking. Okay, it's actually good if, for example, you have a mirror in front of you so that you can see if you're actually smiling or not. Because if you're smiling, your tone will actually be different. And like if you're not smiling and you're just simply speaking, so your tone is going to be very monotonous because it really affects the tone and how you are providing the information. And if you're actually smiling while you're speaking, so it will tend to um, not have you be speaking in a very fast manner since you are actually smiling. So there are some muscles, okay, that you are actually using for that. So try to smile if ever so that the tone as well will be affected and you will not be speaking in a very fast manner. Though it's not really too fast, but just fast. Okay, but of course, let's just have it on a normal way of pacing. Okay. How about for you, Jovelyn?
Hi, good afternoon.
Hi.
How do you say your name, L'Oreal?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Hi, L'Oreal. Jovi here from Lead Management Experts. We received your request to get on a call with my manager. We just got an opening. Are you available to get on a call with her sometime tomorrow morning or afternoon?
Definitely.
Great. Do you prefer 4 a.m. or 4 p.m.?
4 a.m. is good. There. Wow, the great. Very good.
Thank you.
Good job. Great. Okay, yes. So that's right. So just simply try to pace yourself, okay, whenever you are speaking. So very good, Javelin. Okay.
I think I forgot to say that you requested information.
Yes.
Okay.
So I was like, oh great, yes, great then. Okay, but yes. So you have forgotten this one. So you requested information on how we can help you out managing your leads and day-to-day tasks. So there.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
this is actually the yes or the no. So for this particular concern.
Okay. All right.
But good job. Very good.
Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else who would like to try? Yes, City. Or is it city or city? Sorry.
Yes, city would do.
City.
All right.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right. Hi, L'Oreal. City here from Lead Management Experts. Oh, sorry.
Would you like to start over?
Yes. Yeah. Let me
Go.
just open the door. Hello.
Hi.
Oh, okay. So I was talking. I was on mute. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay, where is she?
Right. So yeah, it goes. So hi, L'Oreal. City here from Lead Management Experts. We received your request to get on a call with my manager. We just got an opening. Are you available to get on a call with her sometime tomorrow morning or afternoon?
Yes, I will be.
Well, that will be great. Do you prefer 9 a.m. or 4 p.m.?
Okay. Thank you for
Yeah.
that, Cerise. But yes, again, you've forgotten this one. The
Sorry.
requested information. Okay, that's
Sorry
fine.
na
That's fine. That's
I'm
fine.
sorry
That's
about that.
okay.
But yeah, thank you for letting me give it a try.
Yes, and you did a good job. Okay, very good. Okay, but yes, don't forget this one. Okay,
Yes.
after this response, so this is where you will proceed. Okay, that you requested information, blah blah blah, and then if they said no for this, or if they said yes for that. Okay, so there. Okay, yes, of course, you can try. Go ahead, Dana.
I have a problem with speaking slowly. That's why I would like
Oh,
to try it.
go
Actually, I
ahead.
don't know if I speak too fast. That's fine.
Mm-mm,
All right.
mm-mm.
Let's try it. Hi, L'Oreal. Dana here from Lead Management Experts. We received your request to get on a call with my manager. We just got an opening. Are you available to get on a call with her sometime tomorrow morning or afternoon?
I am available.
You requested information on how we can help you out managing your leads and day-to-day tasks.
No, I did not.
Okay. Well, thank you for taking my call. If you remembered why you signed up, you can always reach me at this number. Have a great day.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Very good. Okay. Yes, it's a bit fast, but not too fast. But during the first part, you were able to pace yourself a bit. But then as after the we just got an opening after that, the are you available, blah blah, up until the end. So that's the time that it got a bit fast, though it's still understandable. It's still eligible for the person that you are speaking to, but you're not breathing. You're not breathing for a moment. Okay, so it was just going through with it, but very good. At least you are conscious with what you would need to improve on. So at least you know, right, that there are some instances that you tend to go a bit fast. So of course, you are now going to be conscious that okay, I need to pace myself a bit while I am speaking. Okay, instead of you not being conscious, not being aware that, am I speaking fast? I don't know. Okay, so at least you are conscious with that and you would know what you should be working on. Good job, very good. Okay, can you try next? Of course you can. Go ahead. Nicola?
Yes, coach. Actually,
Yes.
I'm very nervous to try this one.
Why? Why are you nervous? Go ahead. Don't be nervous.
Hi, L'Oreal. Nicola here from Lead Management Experts. We received your request to get on a call with my manager. We just got an opening. Are you available to get on a call with her sometime tomorrow morning or afternoon?
Yep, I think so.
You requested information on how we can help you out managing your leads and day-to-day tasks.
No, I did not.
Okay, well, thank you for taking my call. If you remembered why you signed up, you can always reach me at this number. Have a great day.
Okay, thank you very much for that, Nicola. Good job. Though, for some opportunities that you might have is in regards with the tone. Okay, the pacing is good. You're not too fast, you're not too slow as well. But in regards with the tone, with the way that you are reading the information, it's obvious that you are actually reading because of the tone as well. It's in a sing-song type of tone that it's going up, going down. Like for example, we received your request to get on a call with my manager. We just got an opening. That's how you were reading it. So try to read it in a more natural manner. Whenever we're speaking, right, we don't speak like that. That hey, how are you? Okay, we're not doing it like that, right? So hey, how are you? Okay, so it's just a normal tone that we do have. So try to think that you're just simply speaking to someone. Though yes, I understand that the nervousness is there. So sometimes it would also affect the tone and also the pacing that we might have. So there, the pacing is already good. Okay, you're not too fast, not too slow. It's the tone. Okay, the tone itself, because of the sing song type of tone, which is obvious that you are actually reading something. Because yes, at times that's how we actually read, right? When we're reading out loud, we tend to have it on a sing song type of tone. So try to have it in a more natural way of speaking, in a more conversational manner there. But good job, good job. Okay, let's have Princess. Princess next.
Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use my second name instead?
Go ahead.
All right. Hi, Larry. Anne here from Lead Management Experts. We received your request to get on a call with my manager. We just got an opening. Are you available to get on a call with her sometime tomorrow morning or afternoon?
Yes, I will be available.
You requested information on how we can help you out managing your leads and day-to-day tasks.
That's right.
Great. Do you prefer around probably 9 a.m. or 4 p.m.?
9 a.m. would do.
All right.
Very good. Very
Is that
good.
okay?
It is.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Why? It is okay though. When I said yes, right here, it's quite obvious that they're reading a script because just a millisecond after I said yes, the great followed after.
Well, I was gonna change it to wonderful, but but yeah, I got nervous.
There, yes, that's actually great. If you guys will have, of course, for example, you have a script that you're following, and then there are some explanation to, of course, not just simply stick to that script and then just simply change these power words that you will have. You want to change to wonderful, excellent, okay. But yes, what happened earlier was that after I said yes, okay,
Sorry.
without a breath, the great already followed after. So it feels like you're already expecting and you have a script that you are following. So of course, there are some pauses, right, before we can respond to someone. So try to have those pauses after someone is speaking because it might cause verbal collision as well. Because what if, for example, there's another information that you would like to provide after saying yes, right? So try to at least have a second of pause before we continue with our, or before we respond to the person that we are talking to, so that we know that, oh, they're done with whatever they're saying and we can avoid any verbal collision there.
Thank
But
you.
good job. Okay, very
you.
good, very good. Okay. Okay. Hi.
Hi, Coach. Hi, L'Oreal. Charlie here from Lead Management Experts. We received your request to get on a call with my manager. We just got an opening. Are you available to get on a call with her sometime tomorrow morning or afternoon?
Yep, I believe so. I will have the time.
You requested information on how we can help you out managing your leads and day-to-day tasks.
No, I actually did not.
Okay, well, thank you for taking my call. If you remembered why you signed up, you can always reach me at this number. Have a great day.
You have a great day as well. Okay, but good
Thanks.
good job, Sari. Okay, though the pacing is good. Okay, the pacing is good, very good. It's not too fast, not too slow. It's the tone as well. So it's very common that the tone will really be our concern, especially if we have a script, because of course, whenever we have a script, we will have this tendency to just simply read from it. And again, when we're reading, we have a specific tone when we're actually reading, especially when we're reading out loud. Okay, so the tone as well, it's going up and going down. So a sing some type of tone and is quite obvious that we are reading from something. So try to be conscious about the tone. Okay, so have it in a more conversational type of speaking. Okay, because what happened earlier is you requested information on how we can help you out managing your leads and day-to-day tasks. Okay, so it's the stress, okay, and where we are going up and going down is not on the correct section because it is in a reading type of tone. Okay, so just have it in a normal way of speaking. Okay, just think that this is the normal conversation that you will be having with someone, even though it's really a script. Okay, and though during the first part, up until here, the receiver request to get on the call with my manager, the tone was good there. And then once we got with we just got an opening, that's the time that the sing song type of tone actually happened. Okay, so let's be conscious about that. Okay, so that we will have a consistent tone, consistent pacing as well. And what I normally notice is that I actually did it earlier as well. Whenever there's a period, especially here, not for everyone though, just some of you guys, we received a request to get on the call with my manager. We just got an opening there. It's going down. Okay, the tone is going down, and that's how we Filipinos actually end our sentences. Okay, so just have it in a normal way. We received a request to get on the call with my manager. Okay, there, and we just got an opening. Okay, because if you read it as we received a request to get on the call with my manager, we just got an opening. Okay, what there were two or three people that I failed to mention that earlier, and then it happened again now. So let's be conscious whenever there's a period. Okay, don't have your tone and your voice as well in a very low manner, though that's the tendency that we have, right? Whenever there's a period. Okay, so just have it in a normal tone as well. So receive your request to get on the call with my manager. Okay, we just got an opening. Are you available to get on a call with her sometime tomorrow morning or afternoon? Okay, because it's in a very low tone. Okay, and that's how we Filipinos actually end sentences. I'm not sure if you have noticed, but that's how we actually end sentences. So of course, whenever we're speaking English, so we tend to adapt, right? How the tone that we have as well whenever we are speaking in Filipino, which is entirely different whenever we are supposed to speak in English. Okay, there. Last person who would like to go through with this particular skill. Anyone else who would like to go through with this particular spell? Wait, who's raising their hand? Yes. Is it Eliza or Eliza?
Eliza.
Eliza. Okay. Good afternoon. Go ahead.
Hi, L'Oreal. Eliza here from Lead Management Experts. We received your request to get on a call with my manager. We just got an opening. Are you available to get on a call with her sometime tomorrow morning or afternoon?
Yep, I think I have the time for that.
You requested information on how we can help you out managing your leads and day-to-day tasks.
Yes, I did.
Great. Do you prefer 10 a.m. or 2 p.m.?
2 p.m.
All right. Thank you for your time, Mr. Yeo.
Oh wow, perfect. Even with after that. Okay, so good job, good job. Okay, though there were some moments that the sing song the reading tone is quite obvious, but not all throughout the script. It just pops up from time to time. So let's just be conscious about it. And in regards to the grade, the grade is one of the obvious script type of tone earlier. Great. Okay. So we can just have it. Oh, that's great. Okay. Just have it in a more conversational type of tone, even when we are doing some exclamation. Okay. Or even if we are expressing exclamation. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay. We don't really need to specifically say wonderful. Okay. Great. Okay. We can just it's just really a form of exclamation, right, to express um, extremities on the script itself. So there, and also again, the sing-song type of tone at some parts. Okay, especially with this section, this is the most common sing-song type of tone that most of you had, the you requested information. Okay, but everything else was good. The pacing was good as well. So very good, very good. Good job with that. Okay, so there. So let's try to practice. Let's try to practice more in regards, of course, especially if there's a script. Because again, the tendency if there's a script is the tone. Okay, it's the tone. It's the tone that really gets affected whenever there's a script. Because we just simply tend to read it, right? We just simply tend to read it. So it's okay, right? It's okay if we have a script. That's normal to actually have a script. And it's normal to actually read some information that we are providing, okay, or that we are saying to the other person on the line. Though, of course, even though that there's a script, okay, even there's information that we should be reading, okay, for it to be a better experience to the other person, okay, to the person that we are talking to. So again, let's avoid the reading type of tone and let's make it more conversational so that it's not obvious and they would not know that we are actually reading off from something, right? So that they will have this impression that they're just simply talking to you. It's just a normal conversation, okay, with a specific topic, of course. Okay, so there. So try to practice in regards with how your tone will sound more conversational instead of just reading off from something or reading off from the script itself. There, very good, very good. Okay, we actually have continuation with that, but this one is quite long. Okay, let's just have someone read this as well. Okay, so for this section, so if, for example, they ask what it is about, okay, so I would just simply want you to read this paragraph. Okay, so we actually received your request to get some information on how we can help you with the lead management for your business. And you must have seen our ads on Facebook, on Google, or Instagram, or our website, leadmanagementexperts.com, and filled out the information to hop on a discovery call with our manager. Do you remember that? Or do you remember doing that? Okay, so can you read this particular paragraph that we do have? For example, you're talking to someone. Okay, for example, you're talking to someone. They're asking why are you calling? Okay, why did you call me? Okay, anyone who would like to read this particular paragraph that we do have? Anyone? I'll give you a few minutes to digest this information, okay, or this particular paragraph before I call someone. I'll give you 2 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes. 2 minutes, 2 minutes up. Okay, anyone who would like to read or at least provide the script for this? Like, why are you calling? Why are you calling? Okay, why are you calling me? Okay, let me hear it from City.
All right. We received your request to get some information on how we can help you with the lead management for your business. You must have seen our ads on Facebook, Google, or Instagram, or our website, leadmanagementexperts.com, and filled out the information to hop on a discovery call with our manager. Do you remember that?
Very good. Okay, the pacing is good. Good job. Okay. Good job, good job, good job. Okay, the pacing is good. But yes, again, in regards with the dropping of the tone, every time there's a period, so the Filipino way of doing it, but it's just for this one. It just happened here. After that, this one is already good. There. Okay, very good, very good. Let me hear it as well from Princess.
Okay. We receive your request to get some information on how we can help you with lead management for your business. You must have seen our ads on Facebook, Google, or Instagram, or our website, leadmanagementexperts.com, and filled out the information to hop on a discovery call with our manager. Do you remember that?
Yes, I remember it.
Great.
Very good. Okay, very good. The pacing, the pacing, the pacing, and the tone is quite good as well. Okay, so there. Good job, good job. Okay. How about you, Javelin?
Yes, okay. We received your request to get some information on how we can help you with lead management for your business. You must have seen our ads on Facebook, Google, or Instagram, or our website, leadmanagementexperts.com, and filled out the information to hop on a discovery call with our manager. Do you remember that?
I don't remember it. Okay, very good. Okay, good job. Okay, very good. And I like that for those who have already read it, in regards with this section, the Facebook, Google, or Instagram. So there are really pauses, like short pauses, since there's a comma, so that they would be able to hear and differentiate these different sites as well. So good job. Okay, the pacing is also good. Very good. And the tone after the period, good job as well. How about for you, Cherry?
Yes, coach. Wait.
Sure.
We receive your request to get some information on how we can help you with lead management for your business. You must have seen our ads on Facebook, Google, or Instagram, or our website, leadmanagementexperts.com, and filled out the information to hop on a discovery call with our manager. Do you remember that?
I think so. Okay, very good. Okay, it actually got a bit better compared to the tone that you had earlier during the this particular script at the very top. Okay, it's not that sing-song type of tone anymore compared to earlier. Okay, so very good. Though there are still some tones that are on a sing-song type of tone, wherein you're going up, going down to um random parts of the sentence, but it got better. Okay, it's not it's lesser compared to the earlier section. So good job. Very good. Okay, so just try to practice more about that. How about you, Jonaline?
Hi.
Hi.
We received your request to get some information on how we can help you with lead management for your business. You must have seen our ads on Facebook, Google, or Instagram, or on our website, leadmanagementexperts.com, and filled out the information to hop on a discovery call with our manager. Do you remember that?
Very good. Okay, good job. Okay, very good. Good job, good job. Okay, and I like that with everyone who actually tried it, the pronunciation is good as well. Okay, so there are no lapses in regards with the BVs, PFs, the TH sound as well. Okay, so good job. Very good. Okay, hopefully for those who were not called as well, you were also reading or at least voicing it out on your own because it's actually going to be very helpful. Okay, if you're not just reading it in your head, okay, because of course, if you're reading it in your head, you would not know what are the lapses that you might have, or at least what are the opportunities that you might have. Okay, whenever you are going to speak it, because it's going to be different if you're just reading it on your head and actually speaking it out loud. Okay, so there's hopefully you are able to try this out as well on your own. Okay, but there, good job, very good. Okay, and for now, for today, that's everything that I have for you guys for today. So hopefully, you guys will be able to practice more your about the pacing that you have, about the tone as well. Okay, in regards with these different tips that we have mentioned earlier. And for the next session, we'll have more. Okay, we'll have more in relation to grammar, in relation to pronunciation as well, phonetics, for example, okay, vowel sounds, consonant sounds. So we'll have more of that for the next session. But for today, that's everything. And thank you very much for attending the session today and being participative as well. So next time, so let's I hope that I will hear more voices as well from other people. Okay, so that we'll be able to talk to each other as well. And I hope you guys have a very good weekend and I'll meet you guys again on Monday. Okay, you have a good rest of your day. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss
Thank you,
L'Oreal.
Coach.
Thank you,
Happy
Coach.
weekend.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye po.